Well, friends, here we are again. Slightly more energy. And by slightly, I mean way more. Welcome back, Untold Reality, Breath of Fire 3. We are taking off exactly from where we just were. So a few things I addressed in the previous episode. I'm obviously going to go over them again, as a just in case. I really hope you couldn't see my cursor there. Yes, hide cursor is highlighted. So, first thing. So, levels, yep, all that jazz. That's where we were. That's what happens when you heal. Sorry for how terrible that explanation was. It will get better in time once I get back into the proper video recording mode. Now, something I wanted to go over again. Abilities. I tried to explain it. So the Aigu, I was getting it wrong. What you learn from him is Snooze, which you get from not killing him for several turns. And then the other one that we missed is the Gonghead, whose ability we can't learn now, we will be able to learn later. There is another enemy we didn't get, and there's another ability we didn't get. By the end of this video, I might just tack them on the end. I'm aiming to have all the abilities in this zone. There is a zone we're going to be heading to shortly. No new moves there, though. It'll be later on. That'll make more sense in a bit. So, basically what these guys want to do is they want to head down here to this road. Because they're aiming on... Basically, what they do is quote-unquote working. Which is what they consider thievery. Now, so that boss goblin, we never killed it. But we got the Motivate ability. So, we are going to keep trying to pilfer from him. What we're going to attempt to do is learn that useless attack from the normal goblins. Now, since I'm moving second here, I'm not sure. We got a waist cloth. Best armor thing for now. I think influence will work. It does. Great, so that's what influence does. So any goblins or any really stupid characters, or any berserk characters, get basically influenced and told who they're going to attack. So that influence I did because that was the last turn. Useless. But I just want to show you that's what it looks like. Let's kill. There we go. Oh, that is actually... Okay, good. We are too weak to kill a goblin. That unmotivate. That's what we're about to learn. Ryu sucks right now. So, we are going to pilfer. And we're going to learn and learn. We're going to try to get this ability. Even though it's not really... It does nothing. We got it. It literally does nothing. It is waste your turn. I just want it for completion's sake. So now I am missing... I have 2, I am missing 3 abilities that we can have in this zone. If fights get repetitive, I will skip them. I will edit them out. It will happen in time. Or I'll just speed them up. That's more likely what I'll do. Because I don't like removing, because in case something happens that's even mildly noteworthy. I will take out grinding, which there will be later. There will be lots of grinding. Which I'll be speeding up on my side too. Because the time counter for how long this recording, for how long this gameplay will be off. Because if I'm playing at double speed, that's just the emulator running twice as fast. That's not actually to say that my brain is processing twice as fast. So, I know this makes sense to someone, that even though I'm running around this tree, if I'm doing it at double speed, I'm going to make mistakes, and because it's running at double speed, my reaction time is less. Ooh, we can get all the things. Let's try this. There we go. What a good day. Now, let's get... That's 3 for 5. Let's kill him. get 4 for 5. So now we're blind. Except Ryu's accuracy is naff at this point. I got berries. Health item. Cool. Yeah, he's Ray. Sorry, Ryu. I keep saying Ray. Blah. Ryu is not gonna hit. Oh my god. As I'm saying, he's not gonna hit. Yeah. So, okay, so I'm glad that happened. That's a crit. You get a different sound, and you do way more damage. We're just gonna keep examining until he uses Snooze. This is the ability I was trying to get last video that I'm remembering wrong. There's a different enemy that you need to hit once and not kill it. Which I think it has either 5 or 10 health. Future me put that up. Yeah, so by the way, that note section, that big black bar on the right side, yeah, it's going to say notes on it now. I realized I haven't done this in a while. I used to, back in the day, I used to put that on there so that people knew specifically what that section was for. In my head, it's obvious. Come on, use your damn ability, sir. This is very likely. Ah, we got it, as I'm saying it. So we are now 4 for 5. So that's what Snooze does. Heals you very slightly. Now let's kill him. So there's one enemy we have yet to see in this zone. That is one that still has the ability we can learn. Now, progress. Yeah. Let's see. We jump out. Now, I can actually... I've changed my recording mode slightly. So, yeah. I can hear now. It is way better. Way less boring of an experience. It is much more pleasant. To be able to actually hear. Because this game, to me, is one of my favorite... Like, frankly, it's one of my favorite soundtracks. It's pleasant, it's nice, it's upbeat when it has to be, it's brooding when it has to be. I mean, it doesn't have a touch on Sonic or Mega Man music. I think that's pretty universally upheld as the best gaming music. I'm sure someone's gonna go, Zelda! Bah! And yeah, fine, Zelda, Mario, whatever, they're classic. But sorry, no. Sonic and Mega Man, to me, hands down, it's all them. Yeah. Let's see. So we've run into Bunyan. We have no clue who Bunyan is. Bunyan is also a staple of other Breath of Fire games, so I'm sure I have either had or have something with him up now. Or I should have it now. Future me, make that happen. I know he's at least in... I've played all of 3. I've played most of 4. I've researched 1 and 2. Never played Dragon Quarter, and what is technically Breath of Fire 6 is a browser game that is Japan exclusive. As you can tell from my voice, I am not Japanese. And those of you who've met me also know I'm not Japanese. Though I have been there, and I heavily recommend it to anyone who has not. Let's move on to storyline. I'm going to try to get that last enemy first. I'm just actually, what I'm going to do is take the long way to where I want to go. That's not open yet. No fishies. Okay, so let's try to take the long way into where I want to go. Can I go here? I can go! Okay. I can't remember the exact order. I don't think we can go in here yet. Let's find out, though, because we still have Ray with us. Hashtag no spoilers. But if we have all 3 of us... Oh, we do! Okay. Normally when I'm here, I don't have all 3 people. Okay. New enemy. Man Trap. I will not have the stats live. So, sorry. I know most of these enemies, though. So the thing with Man Trap is he will stay asleep as long as you hit him with magic. As soon as you hit him with a real attack, Target loses the will to fight. That's you, is what that doesn't explain to you. So I'm gonna... What does that do? How much does that heal right for? That's it? Okay. Oh yeah, and then he's asleep. I forgot. Yeah. So, it's a heal technique, but a useless heal technique. So now he's awake! So we're fucked. I mean, we're not. We're not really. Let's heal ourselves, because we're super weak. Because now Ray is asleep. See, usually, when you're here, Devour, it is basically absorb, in the Pokemon sense. Really weak attack, but you pull some health in. Yeah, so he can take a good few hits. Like this enemy kinda sucks. If it's only the two of you, because pointed stick, I got another weapon. Okay. You guys will notice I go through those menus real fast. I don't like a lot of the flavor texting in this game, the information it gives you for this is what's happening here. I tend to skip a lot of there we go. I tend to skip a lot of it because I know it. Ryu gained that stuff. Woo! I'm gonna try to not over level because that's very important for later on. So, triangle. Ryu can slash. Tipo. Ray looks like he does nothing. He actually unlocks locked doors. Tipo, on the other hand, kicks rocks, which makes the big rock fall away, which means we can go down here. It's a mechanic that will become very useful in late game. There's a lot of cool stuff you can get. Weather Vanes, that's an attack item. We haven't got any of these yet. Perfect! Other guy we were waiting for. So, we are going to kill you. We are just going to observe you. So the goal here, like I said, to get all attacks, is to have everybody learn from this guy. We want to get that technique. Which we should have just got there, but no one got. So we're going to try that again. So yeah, failed technique, it's just going to say... Uh-oh. Okay, never mind. We're actually going to see the Man-Trap's health this time, though. So let's kill him, because he's scary to us at the moment. Let's heal Tipo. Yeah, so you can see, he's got a fair amount of health, actually, for most enemies that we've been dealing with so far. Like, Boss Goblin was the scariest, and this guy obliterates the Boss Goblin. So yeah, you just saw how much he healed. That's pretty saddening when you're playing this the first time around, and you're like, oh dear god. But now you can see it. It's handy. We'll attack, we will flare, and just in case, we'll try to learn. It would be really nice to have Ryu learn that attack. Late game, it becomes really handy. You just want anyone but Ray learning it, is really what it is. So defend, learn. We're gonna keep doing this until we get it, because I want that ability. It's the burn ability, in case it's not obvious. Yeah, I need that. It might just be that our speed's not high enough yet. I think that keys into it. Ah, bollocks. I forgot enemies actually do have AP. Okay, we'll get him next. Oh, great. Ryu's crit. Didn't do very much. Okay. So, as we can see, AP is a very precious resource at this point in the game. Because you go through it fast at low levels, and when you gain a level, your max AP goes up, but it doesn't actually change your current. Like if your max goes up by 3, it doesn't update your current. Another new enemy. All the stats I'm gonna have to put up. Let's try to steal stuff from you, but let's kill these people first, because I don't want them near me. Healing herb, I'll take it. Certain item, again, general archetypal RPG items. Healing herbs. Not healing herbs. Herb is a name. I have this argument with people all the time. Basil versus basil. Basil is what you put in pesto. Basil is a name. Watch Faulty Towers. Anyone who grew up with anyone British in their life knows exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, Puff Goo is gone. Yes! I mean, wrong person, but we'll figure that out later. I'll show you guys skilling. I'll show you how that works. Tipo learned Burn. We really wanted Ryu to learn that, but that's okay. As long as someone has it, that's okay. And when I say skilling, I mean much later. Anyone who's actually played this game understands why. Now, I'm going to kick all these rocks, because some of them have items underneath. I just wanted to see where that screen went. Yeah, some have holes underneath. You can chop most of... you can chop most of these small bushes. Like the small one that's behind us right now. Let's just kill all the people. The small one that's behind us right now, you can chop down. The small ones that are behind the enemies, like those mid-sized bushes, can't do a thing. We can't chop those down, ever. They're just there. Even though they're like the slightly bigger brother to the one we can cut down, they just never set it up to interact. You can also kick trees, and on occasion you get items and stuff out of it. I don't know if you guys just saw that either, but the Gong Head image, when it scales up, has some pixels that freak out. We learned Frost! So Tipo is slowly becoming our mage. We just hit Ray. Got a vitamin. Got a nothing. Yes, so kicking rocks, while not thrilling to all of you, is a mechanic that, on occasion, you'll find items in holes. And at this level, any item you can get, good. Because we want to try to sell everything we possibly can to just, frankly, to get money. Because we need it. It is a... oh, that's not good. It is a scarce thing at this point. So I've been stealing these. So vitamins, 100 health. That's super potion, basically. Revive. Off-brand weak potion. There's definitely a Pokemon item version of this. Potion, basically. So we're gonna do this because we were eating an apple before. Let's eat an apple. So we're already getting strong enough that a lot of these enemies are becoming not a problem. Okay, good. I was really worried for a second there. We're already getting strong enough that a lot of these enemies aren't going to be a problem. Like the man trap, really. I've gotten, I think, one fight once where there were 3 man traps. It's just, when that happens, purify. So that's healing poison, which will be a thing very shortly. I see a thing. 80 zenny. So also, the game just said, you found a coin. That's not a coin like a zenny. So zenny obviously is the currency. That is not what this game uses. Can we go? Oh, we can't. Let's camp. Let's heal. Let's give her... oh, that bird is so annoying. See, this is high energy me. This is me normally. For those of you who thought Mr. Blah from the last one, I wasn't just channeling my inner John Q. Sorry, not John Q. John Wick. Oh, John Q is a very, very different movie experience. That's the wrong mistake to make. I was watching John Wick the other night, and he's Mr. Blah. He has no expression at all. Oh, that waistcloth! Let's equip that. I'm going to show you guys just how powerful that waistcloth is. I'm forgetting my items. Equip. Let's give it to Ryu, because he's all I care about. So, we have a dagger and a melted blade. That melted blade we got in the mines... wait a minute. Why does Ryu have said melted blade? Let's move on. Armor. Right now we're wearing normal clothes. Let's get a kilt. For some reason, a kilt, or like a Gollum-style string with some fabric, for some reason is better damage, better defense than clothing. I don't understand that, but let's go with it. So as you can see, we're also getting pretty high pretty fast with how much experience we need to level up. So, it's locked. Ray might be able to pick the lock. Triangle, not doing a thing. Ryu, can't even strike. But Ray, it's not triangle. Interesting, it's just X. And now we have our sleuthing music. No one's home. Fantastic. But if no one's home and he lives in a cabin in the middle of nowhere, why are we worried about sound? Like, this makes zero sense. There's no reason why we couldn't make a fair amount of noise and have it be okay. And now they're just there. The implication there is supposed to be that Ray's tail pushed that off. His tail sprite got nowhere near that plate. It took me a saddeningly long time to figure that out. So these guys will just walk around randomly. Like, there's no rhyme or reason. They look like they're... I mean, Ray looks like he's checking. Tipo just looks like he's walking. Nothing. Can we sleep in the bed? No, we can't. We can just check the cupboard extra time. So let's go downstairs, since no one else is. Nothing. Firewood. Nothing. We found some beef jerky. Suddenly, everyone's like, woo, we got jerky. Now, I don't know how many of you have had jerky. I know most people who are subscribed to this channel, or who used to watch me, are Canadian or American. So jerky's pretty common over here. Elsewhere, it tends to just be like meat floss. When I was in China, I found out that was a thing. Like squid turned into cotton candy, basically. They do that with beef as well. It's confusing to me. I tried it once. My kids that I was teaching thought it was great. Listen to this soundbite. I don't know what that was supposed to be, but something bad clearly just happened. Yeah, there's no way that Ray would get... That to me is a Master Roshi getting surprised with like a half-nude Bulma sound. That is not that big burly lumberjack dude that we saw outside. But, I mean, you guys can decide what the case is there. So, yeah, so whatever that's it to me, it's like, it sounds like it should be in a reboot. Like, maybe Hexadecimal or Megabyte did something terrible, and that's the sound that was resulting. That's what that is to me. So no one's immediately upstairs, even though Tipo clearly had that sound to him happen to him immediately upon going upstairs. So let's see what's out. They're clearly out here. And we're knocked out. So, Bunyan's given us a talking to. Which, you know, that's cool. Giving us hell. Because yes, we shouldn't be stealing food. I haven't really talked to many NPCs on camera. The thing that does is everyone keeps talking about how times are tough, how no one has food, everyone has to keep paying the mayor, everyone has to basically give stuff to like stock up the town for later, but like no one has stuff for now, so everyone's tight. Fields are kind of worn out and poor looking, like everything kind of sucks in the town. So what's happening here? That mountain we couldn't go to, that's Mt Glaus, or Mt Glaus, or whatever you want to call it. That is where Ray, I'm going to get these names right eventually without thinking about it. This is where Ray is being sent. So he's concerned about us, because, you know, he's the one responsible one. He's like the bad kid that got in fights in the Mighty Ducks. For those of you that are old enough to remember the Mighty Ducks, you know what I'm talking about. For those who don't remember, he's this guy. Now this guy was basically a bully that just became I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with hockey, but there's a role that used to really exist in the 90s and 2000s that stopped existing recently because the NHL is turning into more of a European-style league. But enforcers, big bruiser, heavy guys. Hockey is moving away from that. But like, I live in Toronto. Some of our most famous examples of this: Ty Domi, Darcy Tucker, Wade Belak. They were guys that really their job was to go around and just bug people. Sean Avery is one of the best examples of it. His whole job was just screw with people, which he did a lot, to the point where the league actually had to change rules because of him. Now, for those who were listening and not paying attention to game text, what's happening here is there's a mini game. We have to help him cut logs to show that we're responsible. Log starts falling over, I hit triangle to cut it. I have to cut as many logs as possible. I can't remember what the failure rate is for this because it's been so long since I've failed. Like if I'm going to cut one in every other log and see what happens. Because I'm curious. Because this is shockingly easy. So as soon as you see the log tip, hit triangle. Let that one fall. Let that one fall. I just want to see how hard it is to fail. Because, I mean, I think I've seen like 10 go through. And I just want to see what rate this will do. I imagine he's going to give me shit. Let's find out. It's a nice little jazz number. So we got 8. Only 8? I'm afraid you haven't learned your lesson yet. So try again. Now let's do it actually now. See, it's easy. Now the T-Pro Sprite, sometimes he's real fast with putting that log on there. Sometimes he's not. You can actually hit him. If you go too early, like here, you hit him. If you go too late, you just miss the log. Oh, that totally counted. Should have been 21. Not bad. So somewhere between 8 and 20 is the acceptable bar. I'm not going to experiment and find out, and I kind of have no desire to do that. Let's see. Yeah, so there's various items that we could get in town. Not going to. What we are going to do right now is go upgrade our equipment. Because we have... How much money do we have? 343 zenny. I have to fiddle with my earpiece. It's starting to fall out. So sorry for the bad cut for a second. Yeah. So I use a Bluetooth to record my actual audio. Because that's just how I am. You know what? Let's just show you what just charging does with these enemies. So both enemies are really dumb. So both go, yeah man, no problem. And I'm not sure what the priority system is when you hit charge, but at least I've always done those charge. I don't know if that's what it actually is. No clue what the priority system is. But my understanding is that so it's usually the highest ATB first or the fastest first that you're attacking. So Green Goblin, from here on out, won't do anything. Well, he's not gonna get a chance to anymore anyway. Everyone died. Yeah, so we're stronger. And we get more health because... not more health. Bombs. We get more experience because Ray isn't here. Which is good. Because these guys... It's basically this game's way of forcing you to grind. Like, if an enemy, with all 3 of you, is worth 10, then that increases with only 2 people, and then increases even more with only 1 person. So... It's usually, in some weird ways, it's worth it to run with, like, KO'd people in your party. Nothing. Some of these stores have items in here that you can just walk up to and grab, and the shopkeeper says nothing. See, now he's giving guff, because, yeah. So, Bollock Knife. Or the Bollock Knife. I'm totally calling it the Bollock Knife now, because that's bollocks. That's fantastic. I've never thought of it that way, but that's what it's going to be from now on. Slight upgrade, actual upgrade. At this point, our speed is so low, I don't care about speed until much later in the game. It's the way that I've always played this. So we're getting a bronze sword. Yes, sure, let's give it to Tipo, because he's rocking a dagger. Inventory management. Ooh! Exciting. And a bandana. For both of us, yes, equip. So now we more or less have a full loadout. We will have a brass helm eventually. We will have a cloth shield eventually. We will have leather armor for Tipo eventually. Because that waistcloth, yeah, that waistcloth is better. Full leather armor, a full Curious, is less armor than a Gollum piece of strip nothing. If someone can prove how that makes sense to me, I will... I don't know what I'll do, but I'll do something. So the Bollock knife. Oh my god, I'm so glad that's what it is. As powerful as the melted blade we're using now, we will have that before the end. Yeah, I accept that Ryu has terrible speed at this point in the game. We fix that later. So let's move on to where we're supposed to go. How long is this recording right now? You know what? We're at half an hour. So, usually what happens is you go la 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 la, and you go through here, and now, uh-oh, we're here. But, we're going to save that for next time. One thing I will check quickly, because I'm not sure when this opens up, and I really want it to open up soon time. Okay, so that, again, is not open yet. As soon as this opens up, I'm going to show you guys how that works. It is important, and this one is real easy to do. So, next part. We will be, instead of doing this bit solo, like we usually would be, and instead of trying to get abilities, which we don't actually need because we just got all of them on camera, we are going to jump into here. Mt Glaus. Mt Glaus. Mt Glaus. Not sure. I think German, I think Glaus, or Glaus. I think would be more Germanic. Please, no Germans hate me for being incorrect on that. But yeah. So guys, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, don't subscribe, put the bell on, don't. Wouldn't mind if you did. I like when people comment, I like when people acknowledge what I do. It's fun, it's cool, it's nice to get a conversation going. Yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you like this. Let me know if there's anything you want me to do if you're familiar with the game, anything you want me to go over. I usually record these like an episode or two a week, is I think the pace I'm going to be at. So there's stuff that I can explore as long as it's not too far post-dated from when I put it up. So, like to give this context, today is August 16th. Don't know when this is going up, but now you're going to know how far back or ahead I am. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching. See y'all next time. Adios.